Going live, going live. Russ,
Are they both working?
I think, well, we're definitely live on YouTube, and we are definitely live on Facebook. Hi, everybody.
Woohoo. Hi.
So it's so nice to see everybody here. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Facebook one as well so we can see a little bit better. And let's see here. We got one person watching. So if you are watching, do us a favor, and if you are able to log in, drop us a comment in the chat that says, hey, because we'd love to see you, and we'd love to talk to you. So I am Kimberly Adams-Mann of the Adams-Mann team here. Sorry. Yeah, Dan Gustin's here. I can see that.
It is Dan Gustin.
Yeah.
All I see is Dan
Oh, yeah. Hi, Dan. I was just talking to Dan last night, actually. Yeah, Danny G. We give him a new name, Danny G. Love that. So we're working or you're working? Don't know which it is. So it's nice to see you. If our super fan on YouTube can let us know, because so this is what's funny. For those of you on Facebook who may not know this, on Facebook we call it living room to living room, and on YouTube we have the same. We simulcast this and we broadcast at the same time on both places, and it's so weird how Facebook does that, though. All right, so we simulcast on both of them and try to go. And we have a super fan who always watches us, but she does not. Funny thing, she does not have a YouTube account, so she only comes on when it's public. A YouTube account. I need to stop drinking lemonade in the afternoon, apparently. Oh, it is working for our stream. Yes, it is. Thank you. Yeah, we're never quite sure until we're about maybe 30 seconds in, because we use a bit of software called vMix, and we've only had it for what, maybe a month now?
Yeah.
And maybe a month and a half, but we've only used it like 4 or 5 times effectively, because it's a great piece of software, but it was a bit of a learning curve when we first learned it.
It takes a lot to learn the system.
You know, Russ, what I just realized is that we're doing really well right now for light, but I have a feeling that in the next 20 minutes here, we're going to lose a lot of light. So if you have a chance, can you turn that light on so we get some more?
If I get up, they'll see my shorts.
I don't care. That's all right. You're in your T-shirt anyway. Who does it? Who, Matt? Does anybody care if you see that Russ is wearing shorts tonight? It's been a beautiful day today. So, you know what? It should be. And then if we can turn on that other light, you can probably reach it from behind the computer. So there is a bit of a delay that I can see right now. And we just never know. We never know if the stream is going to be working when it's working. So if you do walk into the room, oh, there you go. You guys got a little bit of a view, I can see. So that's how much of a delay it was. It was a delay long enough that...
Yes, I'm back.
That's long enough that... okay. No leaning on me, remember? There we go. I mean, you can lean on me. Lean on me. All right. Is that better? Yeah. Oh, let's see what our superfan probably has to say. I think it's our superfan. It's all good. Our superfan says it's all good.
Good.
Awesome. So now that we're 3 minutes in, and we're sorry we're a couple minutes late, but actually what happened was I was on a phone call, and the phone call went into 7 o'clock, so that didn't work so well. So let's talk about what's happening in real estate this week, and we are still in semi-lockdown. So for those of you that haven't joined us previously and don't know a lot about what real estate is doing in Wisconsin, in the state of Wisconsin, we are considered essential workers, so we are still allowed to work because real estate is related to housing. And, of course, housing is important.
Yeah, of course. People have to move because people, you know, they have to move out of the area.
And we've only been doing this for a month, and some people were already under contract to buy houses and things like that. So... and of course there were some people who said, no, I don't want to buy a house anymore because I'm so scared and I'm so worried. And so I actually had one contract cancel because of that. Yeah. But we got another contract right away, and it looks like we're closing next week. So yay for that. But yeah, it's been a little bit different.
It has been different. It's
been a different type of real estate, though. But, you know, I don't think it's... Oh, goodness, that was a good dinner you made.
Yeah.
It's starting to repeat. He made brats tonight, guys. So it's been a very different real estate world. How do I explain that? So what's different is that we're doing a lot more online. We're doing a lot more, and thankfully we have had a chance to really get these live broadcasts to be working a lot better as well.
Yeah.
So that's a real positive thing.
So we've been working from home.
Yep.
And just going out if we absolutely have to.
Yep. So like today,
going
Russ showed
into the office late in the evening or early hours of the morning to print things up.
Yep.
For our clients.
So we try to go if we need to go to the office and we can plan it ahead. We try to go when the office is closed and there are less people there. We're trying to minimize our contact with everybody in the office. So
we've become dab hands at the COVID handshake, you know.
The new COVID handshake.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, we've been keeping our distance and using masks and, you know.
Clearly not from each other because we're really close snuggled up tonight.
Yeah.
But, so we've been doing that. So for those of you that don't know, real estate is considered an essential, which also means that we're not eligible unless we have somebody in our family who is at a high risk. We are not eligible for unemployment. So we kind of are glad that we're essential because we can keep working.
Yes.
Otherwise, we'd be in really big trouble. But we've actually been working a lot. And we do have some really exciting news because even though we've been working as best we can, we've been working a lot from home.
We've been doing a lot of
I do think that we are the only agents I'm aware of that are doing as much as we are from home.
Yeah.
And the result of that is that we are Team of the Month for the month of April.
Yeah.
We found that out just a couple days ago because on the 1st of May, you find out who's like Team of the Month and who's Agent of the Month and stuff like that. And we found out on Friday the Adams Man team is Team of the Month.
Yeah, which is fantastic news.
Yeah. So that's pretty.
Pictures are up on the
Yes. Unfortunately, we're discouraging people from coming into the office.
And we get 2 allocated parking spaces, which, because we're not going into the office, we're not using.
Yeah, so there's some really big perks when you are the Team of the Month.
Yeah.
You get the parking spaces. You have 2 parking spaces that are allocated to your team. And you get, which we should probably let Will and Keela know they can use because if we're not there most of the time, they do not have as good of equipment at home to work from, so they are having to go in sometimes and having to work from the office because the equipment that we own is better, and they both have some equipment, but there's stuff that they have at home, and they're brand new. They haven't had a chance to invest in it, and as a team, we're not investing in that yet. That'll come probably next year. At the moment, we do not want to go out and just buy a bunch of stuff just because of COVID. So Will and Keela are going. Keela still works a full-time job anyway, and Will's been working part-time just to kind of help bring in some extra money. But the 2 of them do go into the office more, so we should probably tell them they can have our parking spaces.
They can use it.
They can use it because it's rare that we're all there, that any of us are there at the same time. So.
Well, we brought our computers home, so we've only got the 1 computer in our in our office.
So our super fan let us know that that Russ keeps going like this with his mic, and it keeps dropping. Because in order for you guys to hear him really well, it's got to be up here. Now, if he wants, I wonder if it's any better if we take this off. I wonder if it picks up any better. What do you think?
I don't know. I'll carry on talking with it on, and you can talk.
And I'll carry
on
with it off and see if it makes any difference.
Yeah.
I'm sure our super fan can tell us if it makes a difference or not.
Yeah.
Anyway, so since we haven't been going in, but then the funny thing is, yay, our names and our pictures are on the board for this month. That's awesome. Except for that customers aren't going in either.
No.
Because we're discouraging
I
that.
saw it late one night when I went in to
Hey,
print.
Lisa. Hopefully you're still there. It just popped and told us you joined the room. So hello to Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Anyway, go ahead. What were you saying?
I was saying, I only realised because I went in late one night to print something off.
And Superfan says, no, it does not pick up any better if it's not covered.
There you go.
And since I can wash these things easier than washing the mic, I'm going to keep it covered. Because if I'm spitting, it's better to spit into a piece of foam that I can replace easily or wash.
Out afterwards, yeah.
Well, because afterwards, what I can do is I can take it to the sink, I can put soap on it, and I can sanitize it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could pick up COVID from my mic.
Could I?
Of course, you probably could pick up COVID from being in the hot tub with me today as well.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that's happened in our lives. We're kind of talking a lot more personal than real estate right now. And let's see here. So this week has been a really interesting week. We've had a ton of rain, and we've had a ton of sunshine as well, because yesterday it was 70 degrees, and today I think it was up in the low 70s as well.
Yeah, so while I'm at home, I thought the other day, why not open up the hot tub? So I opened that up.
Well, we usually
cleaned
open
it
it
all
up.
out.
We usually open it up sometime close to this time of year anyway. This is when we usually
de-winterized it. And
Yep.
So, opened it all up, cleaned it all out, and refilled it, and got the new filters in and
Absolutely.
everything. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, we usually go to Hanson's Pool and Spas to get down in Kenosha to get not our chemicals. We get those actually from Amazon, but there's this other thing called Leak Seal that we put in, and it's really, really good, and it really helps with making sure you don't have those little minor tiny leaks or cracks and things. And we put it in our hot tub every year just as a preventative measure and to keep those little things out.
Yeah.
And we find it works really well. But we were really happy to know that they had curbside pickup, because a lot of places don't have curbside pickup. So
So I drove
shout
down
out.
there. We ordered it the other day.
So shout out to Hanson's Pool and Spas. We
Yeah.
love you guys. That was awesome. It was really convenient. I called in to see if they were open or allowed to do anything, and they said that we could. Not only could we. What we could do is we could order it over the phone. They'd pull it from the shelf, and then they would send us a text when it was ready. And it was like bing, bang, boom, like 5 minutes after we ordered it.
Yeah, so
They had it
drove
ready.
down there and they had instructions in the text to, pull up, text them that you were there, tell them what colour and what model car you had.
Yep.
And to open the boot and leave it open. And they came along, asked me my name, put it in the boot, shut the lid for me, and
Kept
I
their
drove away.
distance.
Yeah.
And kept their distance.
So they were safe, and that was great.
Yeah, so that was really cool. So our hot tub is open. We were in it yesterday, and we were in it this afternoon, which is very nice.
Yes.
But we've actually had a lot happen this week, even real estate related. So last week, if you watched our live broadcast, you will know that Russ was in the middle of like literally in the middle of our broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
He was negotiating a contract for a client. And they were arguing about some points of contract that were just silly to argue about. Not
that's right,
Russ.
because I had to leave.
Yes, because you had to leave the
while I
room.
was
Yeah,
there,
you actually had to leave the room so you
Well,
could go talk about it.
Happy news, because that contract was
Yes.
accepted.
Yes.
And we have an accepted offer for our clients up in Green Bay. And now we're looking forward to listing their house as well.
Yes. So their house in Racine here will be going up in the not too distant future. So if you've ever had an interest in a brick ranch, that's the only details I can really give you, but it's a brick ranch style home and unfinished basement, but it is all studded out.
It's a huge basement. It's all
Yeah.
studded out, ready to finish.
Well, that's because the house itself
Yeah.
is actually quite large.
Yeah.
Larger bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we already know what price it's probably going to be, but until we actually do the contract and have the date set and stuff, we cannot tell you.
Yeah.
It's a secret.
Yep.
But hopefully sometime by the end of this week or next week, we're going to have that up and running because
Mhm.
their inspection is tomorrow. So that will, I'm sure, be an influence on what happens. So their inspection on their new place is tomorrow. So then we'll be listing their home. We've got another new home that's getting listed tomorrow in Kenosha. Again, can't give you the details until
It's listed.
tomorrow.
Yes.
But if you come back and check the Adams Man team here on Facebook, YouTubers, you need to come to Facebook to the Adams Man team, or just check the Realtor.com and look for us in Kenosha because you can see all of our listings that are in Kenosha. The other thing that happened...
And then we got another accepted offer.
Exactly. And then one of our listings last night got an accepted offer as well. And that changed. Like, that was really awesome. 'Cause
Yeah.
they've been really nervous because they're buying a house. And I think they were getting a little bit nervous about, are we going to be able to sell our house? 'Cause
We were
need
having
to-
quite a few showings.
We had a ton of showings.
Yeah.
I think we just needed to wait for the right buyer to come
Yeah.
along. The people who actually love their house as much
Mhm.
as they do. So that should be really good. We're looking forward to that contract going through to completion and them being able to buy their house, us getting their house sold. So we've got a lot of business going on right now, folks. We actually also this week signed up for a intensive training program because with us being home, it does mean Okay, so I do have more time in my day because I don't have to do up my hair at the beginning of the day to get down to work, and I can really clear my stuff with no other people around to distract me. Because come on, let's face it, I like to talk, and if there are people around, I like talking to them.
Yeah, so we've both been working well in the mornings and getting the work done, and it's given us the afternoons to be able to do some other stuff. And
well, actually, what we've been doing
we was online with a mentor.
Yes, we've been talking to a mentor for probably about a month now.
Yeah,
and someone that we wanted to hire to just take our business to an even higher level of service for our customers. And so, not that we feel we were doing anything wrong before, more about streamlining our business and making it better and making it even more effective for people. So it wasn't so much about wrong.
Help more people.
Yeah, actually, it's also somewhat about getting some systems in place so that we can help people more. We can help more people and be able to handle a heavier workload. So that's really, we're very excited. We started that this week, and actually, what we're doing with that is, so we are not available for any kind of work until 10 a.m. in the mornings, because we're getting up early and we're crushing it on this course. And then we start our other work at 10 o'clock in the morning. But because we're working from home, we actually have plenty of time to do that. So that's not a problem. And I will say right now, while we're sitting here live on Facebook and on YouTube, I am getting like a ton of stuff because I apparently must have put a really good post up, because I'm getting a lot of comments on it on Facebook. I did put that up about a half an hour ago. And I've got like 7, 8 comments right now. And a lot of thumbs up and hearts and stuff happening. So that's on my personal page.
Right.
So if you do see this and you want to add me to Facebook, you can. I add a lot of people to Facebook. As long as you're respectful and as long as you're kind to other people, I will add you to Facebook most likely. So you can absolutely see what we do on our personal pages. Because we want you to know us as people, and really the best place to see that is through our personal pages. And then when you know us and you know whether you want to work with us, then you can come to our business page here, like this is, and kind of give us a shout out and say, hey.
Yeah.
And say hi to us. So Lisa and Dan are both previous clients, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Still friends, though. That's the cool thing.
Yes.
And I loved it because Dan actually called me or sent me an email yesterday that said, had a question about a house. And about the house that he's in right now and work that needs to be done on it. And it was actually a friend of his turned around and said they were trying to decide what to do. Should we do this work? Should we not do it? Should we do it in this way or a different way? And a friend of his turned around and said, oh, well,
it was his brother-in-law.
No, it wasn't. It was somebody else. It was a friend of his. That was his brother-in-law was saying one thing and someone else was saying another. So a friend of his said, well, why don't you ask a realtor? And Dan goes, oh, I've got a realtor. And I loved that. I love the fact that when he needed something, he knew he could immediately contact us. And and when I got his email, I was like, well, I could just email an answer back to him. But I was like, but I haven't talked to him in like 6 months. So I'm going to pick up the phone and call because I love to talk.
It's always nice to talk to him.
It is. Yeah. He's such a nice guy, so we love talking to him. Hey, Lauren, it's nice to see you.
Hi, Lauren.
So I take it this is going to be our live broadcast that's just going to be full of past clients because our super fan is a past client on YouTube, and everybody that has popped in that I've seen is I don't like to use the word past client, though. I think we like to use the word friends. Yeah. Friends we've worked with and helped.
Yes.
And for some of them, we might need to help them again in the near future. And for some of our friends, we're not going to need our help for a long time because they've got something amazing that's going to last them a long time, which is great because that's where some people are at in life. So that's always awesome. And we still want to be friends with them. Even if they're not going to buy or sell a house for another 10 years or so. So real estate in Racine and Kenosha, though, is going very well. Houses are still selling. The longest we've taken to sell a house is 2 weeks now, getting an accepted offer. That's really not that long. There are agents who have houses out there that have been on the market for months that aren't selling. So I feel like 2 weeks is completely acceptable given the current circumstances.
Yeah.
So
it is tougher.
It's a little tougher, but not a lot. I'm not seeing a drop in prices.
No, the prices haven't dropped.
A lot of people were really worried about the real estate market crashing. I've had a lot of questions on that. I don't know if you have, but
I just think buyers are getting more opportunity at the moment because they can take a little bit of time to decide if that's the house for them.
It does seem to be people are not rushing to buy houses right now. And so for those buyers who really prefer to have a little bit of time to think, you really should be buying right now. Especially if you're a first-time home buyer, this is the time for you because it's the time when you will have the best chance to do that. So, yeah. So that's, I think, where we're at. So we haven't actually had to go as long today. We've had some really great information. We've had 2 accepted offers then in the last week. We started our new training course, just as a summary here.
Yeah, and we did a virtual open house yesterday.
Yep, we did a virtual open house that went up today. We taped 2 of them yesterday, but one of them is for the new listing.
Yes.
So we've got a new listing that drops tomorrow, 2 accepted offers this week.
And I ended up showing the, we was at the open house yesterday, just about to video.
Yep.
We got talking to somebody, and they are interested. So I showed it to them today.
And Russ will be following up with them tomorrow to see if the numbers work for them, and if the numbers work, he might be writing an offer for someone.
Yeah.
So which he can do via Zoom. He doesn't have to do that in person as much if they feel comfortable with it. So he'll find out. We're really doing what we do based on the comfort level of the client. That's honestly our whole thing because we're allowed to do whatever we need to.
Have masks.
We do have our masks.
A friend of ours made those. So. It's a Wisconsin Badger one.
I was going to say, it's Bucky Badger.
Yeah.
There's Bucky Badger, if you can see it.
So
there you go, folks.
We have our masks. We've got gloves in the car.
Yep.
We have sanitizers.
And some of my customers don't care about any of that.
Yep.
And other customers...
If it's of concern to you, then we wear them.
Absolutely. If it concerns you, if it's a concern to you and you're our customer, then we're prepared for it. So basically what it is all about, I think, is making sure that people are working with prepared agents who are prepared to take care of you. Honestly, there are a lot of great agents out there. I'm not going to say that, but you won't find anybody better prepared than our team. Our team is prepared. We all have availability of masks and gloves and the precautions. We have the ability to do all the virtual showings, to do contracts by virtual, all of that. Absolutely. All of our team members have access to a full version of Zoom, which means they're not limited on time. The free version of Zoom limits you, but our team invested in what's important to be able to take care of our customers.
And if you need to sell your house, we're both notaries, so we can even do a pre-sign.
Yep, exactly.
So you don't even have to attend the closing.
Nope, not at all. So... Anyway, I think that's pretty much all we have. Oh, my goodness. I can't get it to stop. I can't get us to stop. Oh,
shut up.
My phone won't shut up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Real estate's still moving and still doing just fine in southeastern Wisconsin. It's moving a little slower than it was before, but for some people, that's a better comfort level. So honestly, there are times when real estate slows a little bit, but we're not seeing anything even close to a crash at this point. So I think we have some really good confidence in Wisconsin. And Wisconsin's starting to open up again, too. Because that's the other thing. This week, on a personal note, one last thing. Sir Bobby had his 8th birthday this week on April 30th. And on the 29th, just before his birthday, groomers got to open, and Bobby got to go get groomed.
Yes,
Yay!
He had a haircut.
So again, if you go to our Facebook page,
did I. Kimberly done mine.
Yes, I did Russ's, and he was very happy with it.
I was very happy that I was able to be shorn the sheep.
Yeah, but you know what? He didn't leave me a tip. Styling by Kimberly did not tip from her very first customer. That seems a little bit cheap on your part.
Did I stiff you?
You did. You stiffed me. You don't seem upset about stiffing me for my tip. And wait,
I'll get you some flowers.
Wait, I didn't even get paid, and I got stiffed on a tip. You would think if you don't get paid, you should at least get a tip, right? Yeah. See how it is, guys? Anyway, thanks so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed spending some time in our living room to your living room, and have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.